Restoring broken lives is needed today. Teaching to live and to forget. Restoring broken lives with Jesus Christ. Restoring broken lives today.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Y'all, this is amazing. I'm in a different place. Welcome to, welcome, welcome to Conversations with Cole. Today is May 30th. How you doing? It is my producer's birthday, Aisa Fowler. Excited about that. Also my granddaughter's birthday. So I'm actually in Florida. So we are coming to you live from Naples, Florida. Conversations with Cole with Geraldine Blanco. Beautiful you all. I haven't, oh my goodness. We talked last time. I haven't seen her since Katrina. And I'm just so happy to be here. Also, let me tell you something, um, Sister Blanco. This is the finale for season 3 of Conversations with Cole. So you are ending us and leading us into the new year. It's commencement. So, with all that being said, say hello to everybody.
Hello, how are you?
Yes. Y'all, look, I can see you. You're looking beautiful. Now, look, come on, my lady. We got you. We got you. We got you. So you can go ahead on and
Okay.
talk.
Well, today I'm thinking that we're going to talk about my book. This is the third book that I have, and it's Poems of Me and You. And this book, since I've written this book, uh, my life had changed um, very differently, a whole different change in my life. And I didn't feel like I was going to write another book. But
Wow.
since the latest book, I remarried, and my name is Geraldine Blanco Lovett. And because I didn't change it on the book, I just wanted people to identify the book as it was.
Well, I want to say this because I was going to ask you to tell us something about you. And I just thank you for what you just said because it reveals something about you. I think I said in the conversation before, I have not seen Sister Blanco since Katrina in 2005 in New Orleans. She reminded me it was a service. We were there that Friday night. The church was opening, our home church, and we were there together in prayer, in fellowship, and worshiping. And now God has brought us back together. And as you were talking about your book, Poems of Me and You, tell us something about you. Who are you, Sister Lovett? Tell us something about who you are.
I I'm just a normal person. Um, I just try to live the best I can in with God direction,
Yes.
what God direct me to do. And this is where I'm at with my life right now.
Wow. Well, I want to tell you that this is an author. She told me it was okay. Um, Sister Lovett is 72 years old. And the
Correct.
message I think she want to tell us is that it's never too late. Is it too late to ever start anything?
No, it's never too late, and it's always directed by God. It's never too late to do anything if it's ordered by God. And that's what I live by. What's gonna be. And no one could stop it if God is in the plan.
Hallelujah. And listen, y'all, I have all 3 books, but I have this one with me, as she just said, Poems of Me and You. And I want to say something about this. She has the praying hands because what Sister Blanco just said, is it okay if I say Blanco? I'm probably going to switch up saying Loving and
Yes, you
Blanco.
can say whatever. Yes, that's fine.
Um, because it's a book for everybody. And not only does she have the praying hands, everybody, but after each poem, she has thoughts of you. The poems is of me and you, but what do you want to say? What thoughts do you have? And the poems are for everybody. The last time we met, we talked about that poem, The President. But before I get to the president, I want to say that, let me tell you how awesome this is, Sister Blanco. My granddaughter, she picked it up and she saw the poem. I hope I can find it. Watching. So I'm gonna do a video of her reading it. And she said, "Sweetie, wait a minute. Watching. Stop watching me, copying my moves. You're not cool. Stop sitting on that old stool pretending to find a friend who can help you with. When learn the rule. Don't be fooled. Have respect. You are not to go back to school." She said, "Sweetie, I love this." So I'm gonna record her saying, because she is 9 today and identified with this poem, because she said, "Sweetie, that's my grandmother name. Sweetie, people always trying to watch me and do what I do." And she did this poem with such pizzazz. But I wanted to say that because a 9-year old picked up this book and started reading it. So it's for all audiences. Which tell us about that.
It's strange you said that because my grandson, who is 21 years old, and when I told him this poem and I read it to him, he said, "Oh, he focused on that same poem
And
that,
he's
you
23.
know, yeah, stop watching me." And the strange thing about it is when God gives me these poems to read and to write, it's
Yes.
not that if I don't get up and do it then, it would be where I cannot do it anymore. I cannot remember. So I have to get up through the night or whatever and just start writing it down. And this book, my books are audience for young people. And I had a lady to where I work at, and her little girl is 11 years old. And she told me every day her little girl stops and tell her, "Let's read one of the poems out of the book." And she explained it to you. Now, my thoughts of my poems are not their thoughts.
Right.
Their
Right. It's
thoughts are not
interpretation.
my thoughts. Yes, their thoughts are not my thoughts. And so that's why in my book, I put thoughts of you, because you may have a different point of view of what I'm speaking about. And the poem can, direct you to anywhere you would like to go. But I tell you what God say, and you have to trust your mind, whatever God say for you to do.
Now, guess what, y'all? It is raining. I'm doing this interview, so I don't know if y'all can hear the rain, but I'm staying out here because I'm inspired. But if it starts raining hard, I might cut off and come again. But guess what? God is in the plan, and I want to tell you, I was just reading the one, I think I read it last time, about homeless. That blessed
Oh
me,
my.
and it reminded me of. Um, I hope I'm not saying the wrong person, but I think it was. Oh my goodness, y'all will have to correct me. Mary J. Blige, I think. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was Erica Badu. Erica Badu. She made a song called "Bag Lady,"
That's the lady, I
and
guess.
I would always have people. If is your niece there, tell her, ask if I'm saying the right person. And I used to teach that to my students about bag ladies, because you never know where you're going to be. And so when I read the poem "Homeless," it blessed me, because anybody could be right there. You understand? Is that what you were saying, Sister Blanco? We
Well,
never. We
no,
might wake up
this
and be there.
poem, this poem, "Homeless," is about my son-in-law,
What?
and
Talk
it
to me.
breaks. Yes, it breaks my heart. In most of my books, I always have a theme poem in the front of my book,
Right.
and
Right.
this "Homeless" is about my son-in-law. And he became homeless,
Oh
and
my
the
goodness.
things that happened to him, I witnessed. And
Oh.
he's not thrown away, because in the homeless, how family members did him, close family members did him,
Yes, yes, yes.
that he helped, that he was always there for them. And they just threw him away like, we don't want to be bothered. And they did a lot of things. But then at the end of the story, God brought him out. He
Yes.
haven't brought him out yet, but it's still to come.
And this is how
Because,
you say it. Yes, keep going. Yes, ma'am.
yeah, because God didn't say that.
Well, this is
We all come with trial and tribulation, but God didn't say that to him.
one thing you have. You said, life to me is not nice. I continue
Right,
to fight to ask myself, where is Jesus Christ? My
right.
addiction will go away day by day. Oh my goodness. Curse, a curse. It breaks through me. God knew this had to be. To set me and my children free, I will rejoice and say, look what was promised for my God. You always see a better me, a sacrifice chosen only for me. And I started crying
Yeah,
because it was so beautifully.
I had a lady that got one of my books, and the first thing she went to homeless, and I saw her in a car, and I saw the book on her, and she started crying. And this poem is very close to me. It's very close to me, and it's very heart wrenching for me because I see him, and he was always a good person to me. Always. Whenever I went by them, he was always a good person. And his life just changed in the blink of an eye.
Well, I'm going to ask you because, I was reading through the book and I have my sticky notes. My sticky notes fell out, Sister Blanco. So bring me back to president. Bring me back to that page.
Okay.
You have your book with you.
Yeah,
Yes,
I have
yes,
my
yes. Because I
book. Well, I focus on the
yes.
president. I have to look in the book because,
Look, I'm looking too because my sticky notes fell out.
huh?
But I said the reason why this interview is gonna be amazing because we have all these hiccups. But I tell you, when I read president, everybody said we looking for president right now. Sister Blanca, while you looking for president, you tell me the page. I'm gonna read life. I look over my life, and may I not be bright. You haven't realized God is your light. He will direct your path right. Never will you know his sight. I, you, they will never reach his height. A journey we can't fight. Even if we go left or right, you are all will take that flight. When you think about life, y'all, how do y'all feel about that? Is it, I just believe that it's for, that poem is for everybody because that's what it's talking about. And a lot of times we have to think about our life. And I love the way Sister Blanco says it. It's a song for everybody. You have it, Sister Blanco?
Yes, it's on page 32.
Yes, ma'am. I think, and a reason why I wanted to read this because there was something you said in it, and my producer and somebody else said, "Wait a minute, what you mean by that?" Guess what? I found my sticky note was there,
Okay.
and the president we say is an in and out of control, making unexpected changes and decisions. He's bold and cold. It seems like he has no soul to keep his word and not whole. It's like we are living in a bowl, trying to dig ourselves out of a hole. Maybe we should take a long stroll and listen, oh my goodness, to a nice song called Stay Gold, which we talked
Oh,
about. We're all forward growing old. True believers know God can see all wrong. Don't let your faith be taken and gone. But one day we'll all go back home to a place where we belong. Remember, God takes care of his born. You will never be alone. The president can never do anything or harm to you that he don't own. He needs permission from to whom have the key to all power. God holds the baton. He can't change anything, his mighty tone. God is very, very strong. And this is my statement. And just don't be a gone pecan. Don't be a gone pecan. And just read this poem. We must pray to seek the one who sits on the throne. Gone pecan. Somebody said, "What is that? What is that?" About that statement. Excuse
It's
me,
just
every
a little humor. It's just a little humor. Sometimes I put into my poems because don't be a gone pecan. Don't just, lean to your own understanding because we were taught and I was taught. And let me just say this before I continue
please
on.
go ahead. Yes, yes.
Um, Anything I may say to you, you have to pray and ask God
To
because
reveal.
yes, I don't know it all. So you need to pray and ask God which way to go, what to believe. And that's why I put thoughts of you because you have your own thoughts and your own belief. And I tell people do what's best for them. And with the president, I hear some of our religious people been in the church for many many years and say they believe in God and God have all power in his hand, and
Right.
I just feel like you shouldn't just pray about or worry about the president. I mean, it concerns you because it's human behavior, and with human behavior, anything gonna concern you if it's something, that you don't want or it's something you think that's gonna alter your way of living. So the president don't have control here. God
Yes.
gives him permission to do everything. So you must, when I say stay go, you must stay go. You must stay and focus on who have the control. Pray to God, pray to God, not worry about the president. That's just like worrying about the devil. You
Oh,
know,
wow.
that's just like worrying about the devil. God could do anything in a blink of an eye. So I'm telling people to stay gold. The path of gold, it speaks about gold in the Bible.
That's right.
It speaks about it. So just start focusing on the president. And in the Bible they say, "My people who are called by my name will
Gotcha.
humble
Yes, ma'am.
themselves and seek him. He would heal the land. He would heal the land." So we have to seek him, focus on him. And that's what I do in my everyday life. When things I can't change,
Yes.
I focus on God who can change it.
And
Who
if that
can change
state
it.
and gone pecan, I told my husband, he said, I never heard that before. I said, I have. I said, it's almost like saying that gone pecan, don't be going crazy over stuff, you know? And I'll,
Correct.
that stuff that you can't handle. So don't be a gone pecan. Just leave it
Yeah,
alone.
don't lose sight. Don't lose sight of the gas prices. Everybody
Right.
is going to gas this. But people are passing the store. They say the president. And you have to let people think what they want. You have to let people, because I don't fight about the Bible. I don't fight with
That's
no
right.
one
No
about
pecan.
they, yeah, what they think. Gone pecan, and now you're going crazy.
That's it.
You,
That's it.
it's just unnecessary to me.
And it's, I love the way you put it in words. Everything, like you said, is so original, it's peaceful, and it's just good. It's good reading, and that's why I'm enjoying it so much. I'm gonna read um, one more, you all, because this author, and we might have to do a part two because, as I said, this is our finale show. But I could come back in June if you want to do a part two because I know you're an inspiration to so many people. Learn, and I want to say this because some of your poems are long, some of them are short, and some of them are just right to the point. Because long doesn't mean strong, y'all. Learn. Knowledge is beautiful and powerful. It makes you wise. To strive, you grow in size. With God, you rise. In Him is your greatest guide. That's it. Greatest guide. And it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes.
And it's so I love it. And in my book, I have a secret,
What's your
and
secret?
maybe we're gonna do in part two. It's a secret in this book
Yes, there
that
is.
was that was given to me, and it worked on my. I have two daughters, and it
Yes.
worked on and I it worked on my youngest daughter, and I can tell you the story, but it's too far fetched. And I, and I tell people, you know, no one is perfect.
That's right.
No one lives on this earth and it's perfect. And I have a poem also I love in this book, and it's about sin.
I
It's
saw
it's
that one. Yes, I read that. When I told you I read the whole book, I read the whole book.
it's I love that poem about sin, and sin gonna be with us. It can be small, it can be big. Sin is gonna be with us the rest of our life, but we have someone that can take all the sin away from us. And I tell
Yes,
people
yes,
sin is like a twin. You know how you're born with that twin? Well, you're born with it.
yeah, yeah.
And you're born with
That's
it.
it.
And, I remember your husband saying to me one day, we go to and we see little bitty babies and stuff, and we say they're so precious and they so, kind and pure, but in a way it's not. But um,
Yeah, you would say, yeah, you're born as such. Yes.
yeah, and he would speak about it. And there's things that I was born with, uh, you know, that God given me to see. And you remember I told you around Katrina what happened, and I came
Right.
to you.
Yes.
You said, "No way, we building a school here. We doing this here, Sister Blanco. This is not gonna be." And I
That's
said,
right.
"Remember I told you." I walked over to you and I sit
Yes.
by you, and I told
Yeah.
you, and you say, "No way, you didn't want to hear it at all." I told you you was gonna leave, but I didn't know where. But
You
we will
did.
be
You did.
always, hmm we will always
Man,
contact you, be able to contact you, and like at
you
that
did.
time,
You did.
hmm
Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh my God. Because your poems are so, you are prophetic and your poems are prophetic. And I remember you telling me that. And you're right. And I was like, huh? But we already established. You know what you told me? You said, but God can go anywhere. That's
I
what you
said,
told me.
God
You
could go
said, God,
anywhere.
anyway. Yes. And here we are now in Bossier. I never thought I would meet the people I am. And I want to tell you something. You gave me a prophecy as far as I know. Everybody, this is all a part of the of the poems because they are prophetic. And I tell you, you said it, and just like you said, I'm seeing things shift. In fact, I just talked to my producer. I said I got to talk to y'all because things are shifting. Things are shifting. So I'm ready. I'm open. You know, you have a poem about being open and what we need to do, and that's why I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Sister Blanco, as I said, we are probably, I'm going to request a part two because I want us to kind of have it. As I said, this is our finale, not finale, our season finale for Conversations with Cole. And we usually end in May, but I just want to have a conversation with you again, even if it's a short one, just have some readers. But I want to tell you today, thank you for being with me. Thank you for being a part of Conversations with Coach.
I
Thank you.
appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I love it. And I would like a part two because there's more things in my book, and it's very interesting. And there are more
Yes.
things in my book I would like people to read. Sometimes it connects to you, sometimes it doesn't, but you have the opportunity to really think what you want to think, and maybe it would inspire you to write something.
And I
To
know
write,
yes, my producer was asking about how can we get your book. I know we're doing some different things because we get our book straight from you, right?
right.
And I know everybody, we got postage and everything going on. But if you want to talk a little bit about that,
Well, yeah, I mean, if you email me and you would like to get a book, you can email me and you can I'll respond and tell you how to get the book. It's a sacrifice. You know, I didn't want the books to go to Barnes and Noble or this. I just didn't want them to sit. I wanted it to go to people, people I know, people other people know, to read it. I go all the time and I see books just sitting in stacks and stacks, and I didn't want that, and I never did. And God have blessed me to get rid of my books. When I get it, I don't worry. He tell me, don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of this. And he have. So this is a blessing for me, and I hope and pray that my book be a blessing to others.
Say thank you for watching us. Listen, we are coming on. Listen, this just interview was just amazing. Thank you for watching Conversations with Cole. We're going to be coming back with some different scenes and different clips from our former authors to celebrate our 3 years. I cannot believe it. Y'all, please give a shout out to my producer, Aisa Fowler, as she's organizing everything. And Sister Blanco, I appreciate you for taking out your time for Conversations with Cole. We love the conversations. Y'all, it's coming soon. We're gonna tell you how to get poems of me and you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for being on.
I
See
love
you
you
soon.
too.
See you
Thank you
soon.
so much. Thank you.
Bye bye, everybody.